Welcome back to Lessons Learnt. I'm Sherry, and this is Finish It Friday, where we see what I've been working on and maybe finished and what you have finished. So today we're going to just get right into the Riley Blake Solid So Yeah subscription box block. This was the last block of this series. I like this block, and it was really easy. All you really had to construct were half square triangles, which were these, and then how you lay them there, and with the two different colors in the corners there, it kind of looks like a present opening or something. It's just really cool. So that is the last block of 2023. I have yet to hear of any finishing instructions on that, but it's ready to put together. So that was kind of a fun little thing to anticipate each month. I don't know if they'll have that again in 2024. They're changing up the boxes again with a new theme, and we'll just have to wait and see. And then this is the Fat Quarter Shop Sew Sampler, and this is Marigold. This was in the last box, and we have 3 more before we're finished with this one. And then they will have finishing instructions in March with that last block, from what I understand. So I really enjoyed this too. So far, I mean, it's going well, and my goal was to put the colors of the flowers according to what kind of flower they were. So like this month, Marigold could have been yellow or orange. So I just kind of did a mashup of yellow and orange. I already have one that's kind of that color. It's a little bit darker, but I probably could have went like a golden yellow. But yeah, that's okay. I'm sure there will be some yellow flower in the next 3 that I can add into that. It looks like it might need a yellow flower in there. So that's coming right along, so I thought I'd put all the blocks on the board and show you. I am making progress on the duster. If you are on the Facebook group, you can go on there and see my daily updates on that. It shouldn't take me too awful much longer to get that done. Maybe a week or so, we'll see. But I have started the sewing process on it, and it's I didn't want to show it to you just yet on here because it's far from finished, but it's starting to come together. So I'm happy about that. I also put a quilt top on the long arm, and probably will get to starting on that today as well. I remember when we were doing Stash Timber, and I had all of those really easy patterns you could get free, like a Fat Quarter Shop or Missouri Star, or some of the fabric designers have free patterns. There was a free pattern that I did with some fat quarters, and just nothing really specific. It was just a mishmash of a lot of different things, and so I put that on the long arm, and I'm going to use the Pro Stitcher light on that and see how that works, because I haven't done that yet. I've been practicing free motion and all the different kinds of shapes and designs you can do freehand with that, and that's been fun, and just kind of learning the feel of the machine is what I've been doing. And so now I've actually loaded a real quilt top on there, so I need to get busy on that and learn that, because I have so many quilt tops to get done. This coming year, 2024, is going to be the year of quilting quilt tops, I'm pretty sure. So I need to brush up my skills on that so I can have more finished quilts to show you. And speaking of finished quilts, I hope you had a chance to look at my little quilt show on Wednesday that I had of the 4 quilts that Mary finished for me on her long arm. It's kind of a nice little trunk show type video, so if you haven't seen that, go back and watch that. I think that's all the things I wanted to share with you as far as what I've been doing this week. Probably on Monday I'll go over with you some of the more concrete goals that I have for 2024, what kind of projects I want to do, what kind of new techniques I might want to try to learn, and things like that. Maybe we'll have a sew along, I don't know yet. I have to think over the weekend on these things and get something down in print that I can share with you, so that if you want to sew along with me, you can. Alright, we did not get too many submissions this week, so I will show you what I have, and you're going to get off with a short video today. So this first one is from Sandra. She said she ordered fabric squares from Temu a few months ago and was unsure what to do with them after she saw the quality. So I decided to use some of it to make my 18-month-old granddaughter a baby doll blanket, as she is starting to get really into babies and stuffies. I used no batting but stitched in the ditch between rows after adding a flannel backing left over from her own baby blanket I made when she was born. This finishes at 26 by 20. Very cute. I like the patchwork. Easy and nice and soft with the flannel backing. That's a good thing to do with fabric you don't know what to do with. Is just do a simple patchwork and make something small like that. 26 by 20, perfect size for a doll. I'm sure your granddaughter is enjoying that. And then Dolly has sent a quilt that she has finished. I love this. Here's what she says about it. Another quilt from the Annie's sale fabrics. This one was a jelly roll called Threads That Bind by Blackbird Designs from Moda. And then she says she liked working with this palette, although it was a big change from the brights that she usually likes to work with. And she says the first reactions I've had from friends who saw it says, wow, this looks antique. She's happy to have gotten it finished. The pattern was shared on a Missouri Star video where they brought back an older pattern of theirs, and all three of the girls gave it a different spin. Misty used these fabrics, and she called it star boxes. This finishes at 53 by 64, and she found a floral fabric that was 58 inches wide, so she didn't have to piece the back. So yeah, the Missouri Star gals, they do that triple play video where they have kind of a theme for a quilt or a quilt top, and they each put their own spin on it, whether it be a certain type of block or a certain technique. So I love your quilt. I love these fabrics, and it does look antique-y. It looks a little Kansas Troubles, but yet in a modern chic sort of way. I love the backing you found for it. It was perfect, and it pulled out some of those blues you have on the front and teal. So great job, and love the cross-hatched quilting that you did. It turned out lovely. Really like it, and I like that star pattern too. Very nice. So that is our quilt show for today, our Finish It Friday finishes. But before I go, I want to tell you a funny story. Do you know, Monday, I think I was talking to you about binding a quilt, or maybe it was last Friday. I was talking to you about binding a quilt, which, you know, I did get it done. It was the Totally Tulips in that quilt show. And I couldn't find my binding. Well, I found my binding. When I went to use my mannequin for the duster to put the finished pieces on it that I've been working on, I had to take this apron off. Remember this little apron I made during Stash Timber? Maybe it was October, I don't know. It was a Stash Buster thing that I did on a Wednesday. Here's my binding. So 40 inches on this side and 40 inches on this side. And there's some up here, and I'm almost certain that I threw the rest of it in a scrap bag that I sold. So whoever bought a scrap bag from me on eBay, enjoy the rest of that binding, because I had to pick something else and it was fine. I had something else that was perfect for it, probably even better. So I thought you'd enjoy that funny story. You know, there's something about sewing rooms. It's like the dryer that eats socks. You know, you've laid eyes on something, or you made something, or you bought something. It's in here somewhere, but you just can't put your hands on it. Finally put my hands on it. So I thought you'd find that a little bit amusing. Alright, so let's get busy for this weekend and keep going on our sewing projects, and probably many of you are starting to think about some new projects. I know I am, and we'll talk a little bit more about that on Monday. So come back for Monday quilt chat, and also next Wednesday I'll have a video for you, and then back around here to finish it Friday. 3 videos a week. And check the subscribe button just in case, because YouTube has been doing some housekeeping again, and I've gotten notices that from you all that you kind of lost me and then found me again, and you had become unsubscribed. So that happens sometimes. It's not anything anybody did other than YouTube, is all we could figure out. It does happen. I hear other creators out there on YouTube of all different types of YouTubers say that that has happened to their subscribers as well. So take a look right now. If you have a word that says subscribe, you need to hit that, and then hit all to be able to be notified for all the videos that come out. And if you see a little bell there, you should be in good shape. But if you don't get all the video notifications that you're supposed to, make sure your bell is, I think, a solid black. You can just touch it and see. If it, sometimes it says all notification, all videos, and then the next one is something like preferred or something. I don't even know what that means, but if you're on there, you may not get the all of the notifications. So just a little thing you might want to check for me, and as always, hit the thumbs up if you like this video, and we'll see you back here on Monday. So have a great weekend. Bye.